variation, and today I'm going to look at some chords within the blues. I'm going to show you how to play a ninth chord and a little variation of the ninth chord. Now this chord is named after the ninth note of the major scale, which is added to the chord. So in C it will be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now here's the ninth, which is a D. So what I'm going to do is to add this to the C chord, and we get that C add 9 chord, if you like. Familiar sound. If we add the G at the top there, we get another nice sweet chord. Now if we add the 7th, the B flat, there's C 7th. If I add the 9th with it, I have to refinger it, and this is what we get. And if I take that G at the top and flatten the fingers, this is the 9th chord. So make sure you can see the fingering here. We've got a C, an E, a B flat, a D, and a G. Okay, so that's fine. That's a nice C 9th chord. So there's the root note. That's the C on the 5th string. Now if we take it 2 frets higher and play it there, we've got a D 9th. So there's a D 9th. Now how do we use these chords? There's the D 9th, here's the E 9th. So what I'm proposing is that we simply substitute them in the 12-bar blues in place of the D and the E chord. Now the first chord is the A, so if I play the A, to an F 9th, to an E 9th, just as a bit of a turnaround. So we could also substitute the A chord and play the whole thing in ninths. Now for the A 9th, I'm going to have to play the same shape, but I'm going to play it on the 12th fret because there's my A root note. Now these are jazzy chords, and if you can notice with my left hand I'm going to be coming on and off just to mute the strings. So I can mute them completely with my left hand. And by using the right hand in conjunction with it, I can set up a jazzy rhythm. So here I'm going to do the A chord as a ninth, the D chord and the E chord all as ninths, and finish off with the F 9th and the E 9th and the turnaround. So here we go with the A 9th. The E 9th there, and then back to the A, which is here. Now another thing I can do with this 9th chord is add back to the C here. That was the C 7th. There's the 9th. Now if we sharpen that 9th and play it a fret higher, we get this C 7 sharp 9 chord. Now that sounds weird on its own, but in its own place, very, very distinctive chord. And the thing with this chord is that you have a major third and a minor third contained within the same chord. It gives it a rather unsettling sound. There's the straight 9th, the F 9th, the E 9th. So those are some really sophisticated chords that you can use now at the end of a 12-bar blues in A. So there's F 9th, E7 sharp 9, which sounds pretty good to me, and there's a straight major chord. So this is all about ninth chords. You can play them wherever you want, but remember, that's the root note. It comes from a C chord where we play the C, the C7th, and we add that ninth chord. Make sure that that note there, which is an E, is going to give you the major note in the major chord. There's the B flat, make it 7th, and there's the 9th. We can play the sharp 9th as I've done there. We can also play a flat 9th, which means playing this note in the same chord. Okay, so that's a lesson about 9th chords and 7th sharp 9ths. Thanks very much for watching, I'll see you soon.